Exploring the world of literature will be so much fun and meaningful when you are able to make creative take out of your learning. One way to do it is through crafting a creative literary adaptation. This literary adaptation refers to the adaptation or conversion of a literary source like poem, short story, or novel into another literary medium or genre such as film, stage play, or video game. The popular 21st century literary adaptation media which you can try on are spoken poetry, manga, poster, digital editorial, song or rap, editorial, cartoon, feature article, short films, creative nonfiction, flash fiction, and video blog vlog, among others. These suggested literary adaptations can also be produced in a variety of ways, but in order to cater your various intelligences, a multimedia presentation using ICT skills is encouraged. According to Marshall of 2001, multimedia is the field concerned with the computer-controlled integration of text, graphics, drawings, still, and moving images or video, animation, audio, and any other media where every type of information can be represented, stored, transmitted, and processed digitally. Take note that initial or advanced knowledge on multimedia presentation is necessary in developing one's ICT skills. ICT is a combination of information, communication, and technology. Information is any detail provided and learned regarding something or someone. Communication stands for the imparting or exchanging of information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium. While technology represents the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes, there are different types of ICT skills. First is email management and setup, like sending emails, managing spam setting, inbox and stationery settings, creating digital signatures, and many others. Second is online research. Examples are searching and joining online forums, searching web engines, crediting sources, etc. Third is social media management, like managing Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, LinkedIn, YouTube, among others. Fourth is online collaboration, like using video conferencing applications like Zoom and Google Meet, sharing files, and making instant messages. Last is desktop publishing. It involves using MS Word, MS PowerPoint, MS Publisher, MS Excel, print setting, etc. ICT involves fair use, and many creative multimedia or ICT presentations are now very accessible in the different virtual platforms. In the school setting alone, many teachers and learners oftentimes download pictures, songs, and videos for educational instruction and curriculum requirements. However, these media contents are copyrighted. This means that anyone cannot make a copy of a material without permission. In some cases, copyright law permits the use of unauthorized copyrighted material as long as it adheres to the concept of fair use. Luckily, both learners and teachers will no longer secure a copyright permission as long as the copyrighted materials will be used for educational or non-commercial purposes and when its portion limitations are not exceeded. So, what is portion limitations? Portion limitations mean how much of a copyrighted work can be consumed in a presentation without license. These are the guidelines for portion limitation. Motion media should up to 10% of the whole or 3 minutes, or whichever is less. Text material should up to 10% but never should exceed 1,000 words. Music, lyrics, and music videos should up to 10% but never should exceed 30 seconds. Illustration and photographs may use entire picture, but never more than 5 images by one artist or photographer. While when using pieces from a collected works publication, 10% of the whole or 15 images are allowed. Numerical data sets should up to 10% or 2,500 fields or cell entries. Considerations on fair use. Are we allowed to take picture of someone without asking permission? When these portion limitations are legally observed, so must are the ethical considerations of doing creative academic projects, because not all legally permissible are always ethical. Take, for instance, a learner is tasked to produce a video about bullying. He might be tempted to include his picture or video of a fellow learner being bullied. The said photo or video can be published legally, but if you really wish to practice good ethics, you might first consider the person's feelings before publishing his swollen face somewhere. Another issue is giving credit to the original source. Though there are cases that one can already use certain pictures without providing credit to the photographers as stated in the portion limitation instructions of the materials, it is still best to give credit to their works whenever possible for publicity's sake, so they will be motivated to share more of their artworks. In writing an essay, it would be better to add more credibility to your essay by citing the source. Why it is essential to know the ethical and fair use considerations of copyrighted materials.